Okay, today I would like to talk about a little bit about the ICE shootings in the United States and react to a video by Kyle Kulinski on that and talk about more generally about maybe the media aspects of that shooting and of course ideology. So what Kyle does in this video is of course talk about how the Trump regime is going to do anything to smear people that were killed, like Rene Good or Alex Pretty. And then he goes on to describe him, right? To say in essence that Alex Pretty was a good guy, Rene Good also. They were all innocent people who did nothing wrong. And of course, the first point to make here is, in regard to ideology, is of course that if we are against ICE, if we think that what ICE is doing is wrong, then it doesn't matter if Rene Good, Alex Pretty, or whoever is their victim. And there are many, of course, people who got arrested and deported and all of that. In principle, they are all innocent victims. So even if someone would pull a weapon against ICE, if someone would turn out to be hostile against them or resist arrest or whatever, that in principle doesn't matter. If our principal stance is that ICE is wrong, then ICE is wrong and what they're doing is wrong. Now, the ideological aspect from the other side is, of course, that if you are a Trump supporter, if you support ICE, then it also doesn't matter if these people were innocent, if they were quote-unquote normal people who did nothing wrong. Alex Pretty was just filming, I think, and that's of course what set them off, the ICE agents. And yeah, that's, if you are a Trump supporter, if you think that what ICE is doing in general is good and that's what they're supposed to be doing, if United States has too many illegal immigrants, then you are going to find excuses. So what this means is, from the media point of view, is we can all look at the same video. There are a lot of analysis, I think Kyle does it also, and other channels, analysis of the video, and it looks like, and I think this is true, objectively, you cannot see anything that would incriminate neither Good nor Pretty, right? They did nothing wrong, in other words. And we have a video evidence. But video evidence in regard to ideology simply doesn't matter, right? If your ideology is that ICE it's good what they're doing, if you support them, if you're a hardcore right-winger anti-immigrant, then you are going to literally see something else. You're going to see what you want to see. And this might seem a very easy point to make, but I think we should keep that in mind. Objective evidence simply is not enough, even if it works, right? If you have a clear video and you can clearly see what's going on, we know that in the end that doesn't matter. Again, from the, let's say, left-wing perspective, from the more critical perspective of that, is it also doesn't matter what kind of people Rene Good or Alex Pretty were. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of people they were. What matters is only, again, if you think that what ICE is doing is right or what they're doing is wrong. So if you're against ICE, you're going to protest no matter what, right? And I think, of course, that is the correct stance. So it doesn't matter really if, let's say, these people who were killed and other people who were deported, if they were innocent. Of course, the right wing is always going to use that as an excuse when they say that they want to deport criminals, right? So you have to think of them as criminals. But their crime is, of course, simply being in the United States. That's what their crime is from the ideological perspective. So in fact, they are criminals and they are all criminals, and anybody who supports them is a criminal. So there is no other, evidence needed. And if they are presented with evidence, if they are presented literally with a video where you can see what's going on, that doesn't matter. So any argument in that direction won't work. Of course, on some level it can, because in other videos Kyle also talks about and shows that the polls, right? This is something that he also likes to do very much, to rely on the polls. People are being against this, against that, against ICE. The Trump is losing support and so on. But in the end, the question still remains, how much does that, or is that going to matter later on? Because again, ideology stands in the way of looking at things so to speak, correctly, right? So the focus, I think, on the left and on the critical side should not be simply to point out the facts, right? As I talked about this in my other videos, facts don't matter. Even if it's true, right? Even if you can really see what's going on, ideology is going to stand in the way. That's the way how it frames your reality, how it frames what you are seeing, right, and experiencing, be it in real life, be it on video, and especially, of course, on video, it's always easy to dispute what can be seen. And again, from the media perspective, it seems that, you know, when we talk about films, movies, and so on, and we say every person sees their own movie when we go to the theater, or of course today when we look at watch movies on streaming, everybody sees their own version of a movie. So that's something that's often pointed out, right? My idea here is, what if that also holds for videos like these, like the shootings that we've witnessed, right? What if that's true also for that? Everyone sees their own video of a shooting of Rene Good, of Alex Pretty. And that's the problem that we have today, still, the ideological point of view. If you want to see something, you are going to see it. That is your ideological framework. So to go against it in this kind of a rational fashion, in this, let's look at the facts, and the facts are going to help us. They are going to set us free in a way. That is not going to help, neither with Trump personally, nor with his administration, or with, in these concrete cases of shooting innocent people. Because again, from the other side, even if they were not quote-unquote innocent, even if they've done something wrong, for instance, pulled the gun on ICE agents, then we would still be on their side because they're doing the right thing. Yeah, think about also the Luigi Mangione case, right? Somebody who we also have evidence, right, killed a person. Then we could say, yeah, but you know, we are not going to attack him that much because of the killing of some executive or CEO or whatever, or someone who's working for the big pharma, right? Why? Because we're not on that side. We're on the side of Luigi Mangione, who represents all the people who were fucked over by the big pharma, for instance. So in the end, it's an ideological fight. It's an ideological war that's going on. And we have to be aware of it when we deal with these things.